Hello, air signs. Thanks for joining me for your January 2026 love reading. Of course, this is a huge collective of air signs, so it's not going to fit everybody. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You know what everybody always says, and let's get into the reading. Okay, so I've laid out your spread and cleansed the energy. We're going to jump right in with the current situation in January. It's the Knight of Swords upright and the King of Wands. Knight of Swords is like an opportunity, inspiring ideas, communication, ideas of transportation. I mean, it's all these mercurial things, communication, ideas, thoughts, creative things that inspire and give you enthusiasm. And it's paired with the King of Wands, who's incredibly creative. He's very mindful, he's very confident, and takes action. So, in this relationship reading, you're being very inspired with ideas to take action very confidently on something. Sounds great, right? I mean, so far, so good. So, we've got the Ace of Pentacles and the World in reverse as a conflict or something that's challenging this relationship. The Ace of Pentacles is about your time, your energy, and your resources. This is like a new beginning, a gift, if you will, given to you by the universe. Here, air sign, there's an opportunity for a new job, a new place to live, a new something to do with your health. But with the World in reverse, it's like something's not quite complete. There could be a fear about completion of something or some sort of stagnancy. Like, I'm not sure about making this move. I'm not sure. Like a very uncertain feeling around that. You've got all these inspired actions, but there's still that nagging insecurity about whether or not to take this gift and run with it. So, what your higher self wants you to know with the Tower and the Empress. Honey, when I usually see this combination of the Tower and the Empress, that's like a sudden pregnancy or like a sudden shift, a sudden event that occurs. And with the Empress, this is like motherhood. She is like the absolute creator. She encompasses the power of all four queens, and she is always bringing things to life. She's perpetually pregnant. So with the Tower, this sudden change that rocks the foundation. Somebody could be pregnant. This could be a sudden change in a mother in your life, whether it be your mother, you as a mother, or the mother of your child. Some sudden event occurs, okay? Now, what's being hidden from this situation is the Nine of Pentacles upright and the Three of Pentacles and Three of Cups in reverse. Nine of Pentacles is like, look at all this abundance I've acquired. Look at all the things that I have like accumulated by planting the seeds, doing the work, and now I'm able to reap the benefits of all of that. But with the Three of Cups in reverse, that's like being removed from a support system or a negative third party situation getting in the way of something. It's like I want to fulfill this abundance and have all this time, energy, and resources that I'm able to enjoy. But these people are either getting in the way of it or they're like the peanut gallery in the background running their mouth. There are people talking about it. This can also indicate jealousy. There could be some jealousy in the mix here, air sign. The effects of the past, I cannot make this shit up. Seven of Pentacles is confirming the Seven of Pentacles. So the effects of the past are all the seeds you've planted. Could be that seed that resulted in a pregnancy, just saying. Or it could be the things that you've invested to accumulate the things that you wanted. Which could be why you've got all this inspiration and new thoughts coming up. The outcome, because that's what you came here for, is the Fool and the Knight of Swords in reverse. We started with the Knight of Swords upright. So we've got the Fool and the Knight of Swords in reverse. It's a new beginning. Brand new spanking leap of faith. Just jumping out on faith regardless of the fear attached. You don't know where you're going to land. You don't know what's going to happen. You're just winging it. Say, fuck it. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going for it. And with this Knight of Swords in reverse, you could be lacking some inspiration in it. It is a brand new start. There's new things occurring here. I kind of feel like I need a little extra information. I'm going to pull some cards before I give you the advice. What's this? Lovers in reverse. There could be a decision that's being taken out of your hands, or there could be a rocky situation with the love life. The Star in reverse. Maybe due to a lack of healing. I don't feel like this is your energy, air sign. I feel like this is possibly the energy of somebody else. Someone is not wanting to heal. And the Chariot, moving forward, victoriously, moving on. It could be someone is really having a hard time moving forward in a love relationship because they haven't healed from past relationships. The Magician. And the Three of Wands. I feel like there's a lot of skepticism on your part, air sign. I feel like with this Magician energy, now Magician is very it's the manifesty guy who uses all his resources to his benefit to create the things that he wants, to bring them to fruition. But sometimes the Magician has a little trickery going on. Sometimes there's some trickery, some sly fox energy. I feel like there is some very not trusting energy going on here. And let's get the card of advice. The High Priestess. Align with light and focus on all things positive. The High Priestess is the physical embodiment of the divine feminine, the goddess in human form. She has many names throughout time and space, but her essence has remained similar: fierce, powerful, disciplined. In many traditions, particularly pre-Christian, the High Priestess was in charge of spiritual and religious orders and was the voice of authority and guidance from the gods. The High Priestess in this deck is the consort or partner of the High Priest. If you look at them together, you'll see they mirror each other's energy. She's joined by a black cat representing the Egyptian goddess Bast, who protects her from lower energies, and she stands strongly in her glory and power. You are a mystic with the capacity to connect with energies that go beyond human senses. Your intuition's on point, Aries. Aries. Why did I say Aries? Air sign. What? Why did that happen? Within you is a force of magic that's directed by your will. There is an opportunity for you to rise up at this time, but it requires dedication and discipline. You're being guided to look at what you're working on or at the situation before you and determine where your priorities lie. If you're unable to figure that out, you must use your intuition and discernment to focus on what will bring you closer to your goal and the happiness of everyone involved. When this card arrives, it's also important for you to check in with your intuition, as it'll give you guidance that will be important for your growth. I feel like you have a sense that something is going on that's not exactly on the up and up. And it doesn't mean somebody's cheating on you. It just means that maybe somebody else's priorities are definitely not in alignment with yours. And I feel like there's like this resistance to make a move until you know for sure. You want to focus on things that are positive, of course. And there does seem like there's room for this. You've planted seeds, you've made investments, you've got confidence and inspiration. I just feel like there's this nudging thing in the back of your mind that's preventing you from being able to move forward. And I think with this Fool and the Knight of Swords in reverse, I think you're taking a leap of faith, not for any other reason than because you feel like if you don't, you're going to become stagnant. Thank you for coming in, air sign. Thank you.